All right. Yay. Okay. So happy December. December 3rd is where we are. I'm going to go ahead and mute you guys. You can unmute yourself, but just so we don't have background music, that's helpful. Music, I meant noise. Whatever, it's Sunday. Okay, so welcome to the call, everyone. Super excited to see your faces, and I know we'll probably have some more people jumping on. But I wanted to start with a couple of announcements, just upcoming dates. I know we've had some hiccups with our Monday Facebook parties the last week, and we don't have ours made for tomorrow yet. But I have it on good authority that April is making that today, and it's happening, so it will go up, and I'll make sure you guys are all invited as soon as possible. And okay, so Monday Facebook parties, and we're going to get better at them, I promise, like at forming the event sooner, and then so that you guys can actually invite to them more, quicker than the day of. Then we also have some other online events happening. First of all, we switched over from having the team, the Campbell team call every Monday night, and now it is just on the first Monday of the month. So I want to make sure that you guys all know that that is happening tomorrow, because tomorrow is the first Monday of the month, and that's going to be at 8:30. And that's a call that is, I think, open to everybody. That is kind of, I don't know what it's going to be covering or anything like that, but I think it's one of those calls that we can really open up to prospects as well as team members. So just know that if you have somebody who you're wanting to have a little bit more of a picture of what we can offer in our awesome community that we have, then that is open. Okay, what else? Obviously, we have our team call on Sunday nights, and then we have cherry bomb calls on Tuesday and Wednesday. So if you're a qualified VF or above, you're eligible to be on the cherry bomb calls, which happen on Tuesday afternoon, 2 or 2:30 Eastern, or Wednesday evening at 8 or 8:30 Eastern. So if you have questions about that, you don't know if you're eligible, let me know, and I will hook you into those. But we also are going to have next Sunday, after our team call, we're going to have a getting started for any new team members that we have. So if you have a new team member, encourage them to get on the team call at 7 o'clock or 4 p.m. if you're on the West Coast. And then stay on the line, because we'll do a new rep Q&A. So, if you have questions, or we're going to go over some basics with the new reps. Okay. So that's next week. And then the third week of the month, on Monday, the 18th, we're going to do a Freedom Revolution call. So that will be an awesome call where you guys can invite people who you want to expose again to our community, or invite to joining our team. So that will be for that. So I will have all of this on the Facebook page. So it's okay if you didn't get all that written down. Oh, Molly, is Molly on here? No, Molly's doing right now she has a Facebook party happening for healthy holiday treats, and it's super, there's some really good recipes on there. So if you're not part of that event, reach out to Molly, or if you don't know Molly, reach out to me, and I can add you to that, but it's got some really fun stuff happening in there. And then next week on Monday, we're going to start a healthy holiday remix event that we're going to have happening inside of our customer Facebook group. Okay, so the only people that'll be able to be invited are the people who are already in our One Simple Change customer group. But feel free to add people to that group. They don't have to be a customer in order to be part of that group. But it's going to be a healthy holiday remix, and we're going to be doing healthier versions of holiday treats. So stuffing, instead of using, bread and sausage for stuffing, there's like a recipe for like a cauliflower stuffing, things like that in there. So make sure you let your customers know that that's happening, and that's going to be Monday the 11th. So that's a week from tomorrow that's going to be happening. All right, anything else I forgot? Any other events that are happening that online that I didn't mention? No? Okay, good. I know in Cincinnati, we have our customer appreciation happening on Thursday night, which is going to be super fun. And so I know a bunch of you are going to be there. So that'll be fun. I would love for Katie, you to introduce Elise, because I know she's like brand new and we all want to meet her.
Yeah, well, it's my friend Elise. I actually just met her at church just a few months ago. It's probably only been about 2 months or so, and we just instantly hit it off. I liked the vibe she had right away. She was just happy and smiling, and she expressed an interest in Juice Plus like pretty early on, and then just happened to be looking for some type of business anyways, and we just both kind of felt like this is a total God thing. So she signed up for her product and then shortly after signed up to be a rep. So she's just getting started. So happy to have her.
Yay, we're so excited to have you, Elise. I know we're gonna stay on and I'll get to talk to you a little bit more after, but I'm very excited about that. All right, what else do I have? Oh, here's the other thing I have for you guys that I really, really want you to help me with, okay? I have this really strong goal to make our customer page amazing for our customers, okay? I want to add so much value to our customers so that they like want people, not only do they want to check that page every day, but they want to invite people to be part of our page. And so that we have this super rocking, online community. Okay, that's one of the reasons why we're doing that healthy holiday remix inside of our group, is so that we can give them a bunch of tools inside of that event. But I would love for you guys, for all of us, to start maybe making a practice of going live inside of our customer page to share our personal product stories, to share a healthy hack that we learned or that we're using, really anything that is adding value, something that is really something that you've maybe learned that's something that your family does to stay healthy. Share it with our group. So, maybe we don't have to have a schedule or anything like that, but if you're doing something at home, maybe you're making your favorite bean soup recipe in your Instant Pot and you're just like, I'm going to go live and tell the people in our One Simple Change group how I'm making the soup, or, how easy it is to dump a bunch of stuff into an Instant Pot and turn it on. Do it, okay? Because again, we want to make this group just really, really compelling for people to want to be a part of. Okay. All right, I think that's it. So I'm super excited because I have my cousin Evelyn on, and she's going to share with us tonight. I don't know, some of you guys have met Evelyn. If you came to our conference in Indianapolis, you met her. She is amazing. She just joined our team last spring, like April, maybe March. And though she's known about Juice Plus for a long time. So she'll tell us a little bit about that, but she's a physical therapist. She lives in South Florida. She used to live in New Jersey up until this summer, and she moved to South Florida in August, and it's way fun to go visit her down there. And you're ready to share, Evelyn? Awesome. Okay, you're muted, so go ahead and unmute yourself. Okay, I unmuted you. Go ahead.
Thank you, because I have no idea how to do that. I'm not great with technology. So, okay. Can everybody hear me? Yes? Okay, great. All right. So thank you for inviting me to talk tonight, Carmen. I'm excited to share my story. Yes, I've known about Juice Plus for probably about 10 years when Carmen's sister Sarah shared it with me. And at the time, I went ahead and ordered the trio, but I really didn't know much about the company. And that was unfortunate for me because when I started to try getting pregnant, I had some fertility issues and I had to take a lot of medication and I was overwhelmed with everything that I was doing. And Juice Plus sort of sat in the box and I had boxes and boxes that piled up and eventually I canceled right when I was trying to get pregnant with fertility issues. So that's one thing that I have to say is that I think our biggest role as representatives is to educate people. We're not really selling a product so much as we're educating people. And I always really feel like it's really important for me to tell people as much as possible so that they can not just get it for 4 months, but really invest in it in their future. So fast forward to, I guess, about this year, spring of this year, I was looking for something for my kids, who were, especially the little one who was always sick, and you've heard the story over and over, and the other one just never ate fruits and vegetables. So I got our family started, and that's when I started really, I became a rep right away, and I started really educating myself and doing all the calls and really immersing myself in the information. And the more I learned, the more I really felt compelled to share this with people. At the time, I was working at a school for children with multiple disabilities, and I was not allowed to share this information with um, my clients. And so that was really difficult for me, because I knew that so many of these children could really benefit from the nutrition of Juice Plus. But unfortunately, because it was a setting that just really was kind of not open to, I didn't have as much access to my patients' parents. I mean, I saw the children on a daily basis, but the parents were not always there. And for me to reach out to them outside of work hours to talk about Juice Plus was just not appropriate in that setting. So I just recently moved, like Carmen just mentioned, to Florida. And one of the things that I really wanted to create for myself here in Florida was an opportunity on my job, in my career as a physical therapist, to share Juice Plus with my patients. So on every interview, I brought Juice Plus up, and I really, tried to convince the the people who were, hiring, to also want to use Juice Plus as something that they would promote for their patients. And I found a setting that, the owner was open to, he had already heard about Juice Plus. He had taken it once before. He was already like mostly plant-based in his eating. He was familiar with a lot of the doctors that were at the pharmaceutical conference. And he was really interested in bringing this on as something that he could share with his patients. So it was a perfect fit, and I accepted the job, and I've been working there for maybe 2 months now, and sharing every single day on the job, which has been amazing. I've gotten some orders, and I really am just excited to get everybody trained and really build the business from there. What I see as my future is eventually, growing my business enough where I could not work as a physical therapist anymore and really focus on having more time freedom with becoming a representative with Juice Plus. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm going, and I'm hoping to get there sooner than later, because as a physical therapist, the job is extremely demanding. I've been doing it for 21 years. And, over time, you get burnt out. And so the fact that I'm able to share Juice Plus every day and build that business alongside of my career right now is great. And I just can't wait to, you know, be able to do it full time. So that's my story.
Do you want to share a little bit about, because the person who I had asked to do her product story tonight, she had a family emergency, so she's not able to be on, but I would love for you to share your product story, if you don't mind.
No, not at all.
Okay.
I've had some incredible experiences with taking Juice Plus myself personally, and I'll just share about myself. My children have also had some great, I'll just touch briefly on them. But my daughter Ariana doesn't eat any fruits and vegetables, and she is starting to try things now, whereas before she wouldn't even get near food. Now she smells corn and says, "Mommy, that smells so good." She hasn't actually eaten it. She'll take a kernel and put it in her mouth and spit it out, or she'll take a bite of lettuce and, like chew it around. But she's trying things, and that's like such a huge step for her, because she definitely has some sensory issues, and and she is just extremely picky. So any little step in that direction is exciting for me. And my other daughter, Maya, who was always sick all the time, she would get a lot of respiratory infections, has only gotten really minor colds, and really hasn't need to go to the doctor at all since we started Juice Plus. So that's really awesome. But for me specifically, I think I had a really huge transformation with Juice Plus. I noticed 2 months into it that I was having less painful periods. And within 3 or 4 months, I stopped taking my birth control pill kind of by accident, but realized that once I was off of it, that I didn't need it anymore. My birth control pills were something that I had taken since I was 17 years old. And the reason I was taking them was because I had such painful periods, and it really did regulate me. However, there are a lot of side effects to that. So once I stopped taking the birth control pills, I noticed that my periods were less and less painful. And I actually have had 2 periods in the last, I guess, 7 or 8 months that have been completely pain-free. So that is just unbelievable for me, because when I had to go off of my birth control pills to get pregnant, I literally fainted from the pain. That's how bad they were. So the fact that I didn't have to medicate myself around the clock every 4 hours with Tylenol and then Advil and then Tylenol and then the Advil. I would even have to set the alarm in the middle of the night so that I would have to take the medication, because if I didn't and I slept through the night, I would wake up with such excruciating pain that I would not be able to move. So this has been such a huge transformation for me, decreasing the systemic inflammation in my body. And that is really what I find for me has been like a huge transformation.
That's awesome. And your parents have had, I know her parents are my aunt and uncle. And so when I was in Florida a couple weeks ago, her mom was sharing all about her awesome results as well. And your dad's sugars are better with his diabetes, and your mom's, what is it? What is it that your mom was, I'm blanking on them.
She has fibromyalgia.
Yeah. And she had so much less swelling and just was feeling so much better.
Yep, absolutely.
Awesome.
They're both doing really well. Mm-hmm. And they talk about it all the time.
Yeah. Your mom's totally going to be on your team.
Maybe. Keep saying no, but
She's going to do it. She already wants to have a party and invite all of her friends. So she'll get there. She'll get there. But anyways, it was like the best thing when we went. I was in Florida because everybody, our whole family, when we were together for our grandmother's 90th birthday, they were all on Juice Plus, and it was like, yay! This is like my dream. This is my dream, is that all of the people that I love will take Juice Plus. And it's definitely a process, you guys. So don't get mad if it's 10 years, because it sometimes takes. I've been sharing Juice Plus for 12 years. Hey, Parker. He's so cute. Sorry, he's distracting me. Anyways, I've been sharing Juice Plus for 12 years, and it definitely is. People are watching you. Just remember that people are watching you, and the longer you're taking Juice Plus, and getting healthier and excited about it, and still, passionate about what you're doing, and living the mission every day, even if you don't want to like pound people over the head for 12 years about Juice Plus, but they're going to be watching you. And there's a lot of subtle things that you're doing while living the mission that are sending a message, and that, people will eventually come around and say, okay, I see you, I see what you're doing, and I think I'm ready to give it a shot. So be patient with people, because they do definitely come around. Okay. I want to share, I'm excited about what I want to share, because I know that I'm always looking for things to make my life easier. And I have 2 things that I want to share with you. So the first thing is Habit Share. So these are 2 apps. So sorry, I should have started over. 2 apps that I have on my phone that I use regularly to keep me on task. The first one is Habit Share, and Habit Share is free, and you can set it up to be any you know, to have any habits that you want to develop in there. And then you're actually able to check them off every day. You can go in and say, okay, what did I do today? And then, you know, check them off. And if you didn't do it, then you have to click fail. You can also click skip. But I have mine set up for, there's more than what's here, but like I do my morning affirmations every day. I eat a healthy breakfast every day. I have a goal to exercise 4 times a week. I want to blinder blitz. I think I have that for three days a week, two days a week, I think. Listen to personal growth every day. Do customer care. Again, I have 2 days set aside for customer care, etc. So you can really kind of decide what it is that you want, what habits you want to develop. And I want to encourage you, especially if you're new, to go by the DMO 2x2x2 sheet. And if you don't know what that is, ask your sponsor. But it's on mission driven model. And it's basically, you're going to be talking to 2 new people a day. You're going to be following up with 2 people a day. You're going to be doing you're touching 2 of your customers a day, 2 of your team members. But if you don't have team members, don't touch them every day. Don't call your one team member 2 times a day, because they'll get really annoyed at you. And then, you know, check Voxer, post on Facebook or social media, and listen or read something for personal growth. Those are the things that are on the DMO sheet, and you can print those off every week. And I find Sunday is an awesome time to really look at where are you going to be, where are you going to be this week, who are you going to see, who do you have on your calendar, what open spots do you have on your calendar. If you have a block of time on Wednesday afternoon, okay, how are you going to fill that? That would be something that would move you closer to your goal. Okay, so anyway, and the other thing that you can do with Habit Share is you can get an accountability buddy. Okay, so it doesn't have to be your upline, but it could be a sideline friend. Like maybe you connected with someone sideline to you, and you think, you know what, I'd like for you to be would you be open to being my accountability partner? And what you can do is you can become friends on Habit Share, and then every time you checkbox what habits you've done today, they'll get an alert on their phone, and they can help to hold you accountable towards working towards those goals. So anyways, I love this app, and I wanted to make sure that you guys know about it. And I really encourage you to download it and start using it if forming new habits are something that you're interested in. And then the other one is the Hey You app. And the Hey You app is only for iPhones. And I know Jenny Medina shared one that's for Androids. Jenny, if you're on here, when I'm done sharing, will you tell us what the Android app is? But anyways, what this basically is, and there's lots of group texting apps, but this is just the one that I found that works really well. And basically, everybody hates to get a group text, right? Like, have you ever been in a group text where it's like, 10 people and they're all replying, and then your phone is blowing up and you're getting a bunch of messages that you really don't care about, right? So the last thing we want to do is to do that to our customers. But what we can do is we can do that. We can use this app, and we can actually make lists. So this is what I've done. I've done it with a couple of my shred groups, or with, I have just a list of inactive reps who aren't really on Voxer, who aren't super involved, but I want to make sure that they know about events and things that are happening, or either online or in person. So when you make a list, what happens is that you're actually texting them individually, and you can personalize each text by putting in their name or, something why you're thinking about them or why you thought they might be interested in something. But it's so fast because it automatically just fills in the text. Like you'll write your first text, and then it'll go to the next person, and you can, personalize that one, send it, personalize, send, personalize, send, personalize, send. And so, I know for our customer appreciation, I used this, and I sent out 37 texts in about 5 minutes. It was so fast. And once you have the group made, then you can use it all the time. So every time you have an event, every time I have a local event, I can just go back to my local customer group, and I can just make sure that I'm making sure that everybody knows about those events. Okay. Any questions about that? There's a couple chats. Let's see. I have no idea, Mo, if you can get this on your laptop, but you might be able to. And you know how I find that is by asking the Google. And the Google tells me the answers all the time. Text Blast. Thank you, Jess. Yes, Text Blast is the one for Android. So, and I think that these apps are free. I'm not positive because I don't remember. But anyway, I'm always for using our time, making it working smarter, not harder, right? Okay. I think that's all I have for you guys. Does anybody have any questions? Anything? What do you want to share? Anything? No? Awesome. Well, have a good Sunday, everybody. Elise and Katie, you guys will stay on for our welcome call. And everybody else, thank you so much for getting on. I hope you have a great week. And I'm super excited about what happens this week. I know we're going to have a lot of good stuff happening. Oh, is that Abigail? Hi, Abigail. Oh, I love our Juice Plus kids. They're the cutest kids. Abigail?
I felt like you were deprived of her, a couple months ago.
I was. Thank you for letting me see her.
We were eating dinner during our call.
Nice. I bet Caleb's in the back seat too somewhere, but he maybe can't see me. He's not there? Oh. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for getting on, and we will see you